which of the following periods did the Puritans, under the rule of Oliver Cromwell and his Commonwealth, shut down all the theatres in English on religious and moral grounds? This actually comes in the year of 1642 when the Civil Wars began. However, we have the close enough here. So let's go with option C, 1640 to 1660. That's the time span of the Commonwealth regime. Arrange the following in correct chronological sequence. William Tyndale's New Testament, Norman Conquest, death of Chaucer, the birth of William Shakespeare. Obviously, the first one should ideally be Norman Conquest, right? So option B, you have 2. Then it should be death of Geoffrey Chaucer. Norman Conquest happens in 1066. Death of Chaucer occurs in 1400. And then you have William Tyndale's New Testament in the mid-14th century. And then you have, mid-16th century. And then you have the birth of William Shakespeare. So it is BCAD. Option A. Who among the following is not a practitioner of new criticism? I.A. Richards is, J.C. Ransom is, T.S. Eliot is, but M.H. Abrams is not. So the correct is option D, M.H. Abrams. Which of the following is not a partition novel? Thomas is a partition novel. Train to Pakistan is also one. The Shadow Lines by Amitav Ghosh is again one. And The God of Small Things is not. It's not a partition novel. It is set, in fact, in a village named Ayamanam in Kerala by Arundhati Roy. So this is not a partition novel. Euphemism stands for what? So it is actually option C, depiction of a distasteful situation in an alternative way. Basically, you are using good terms to tell something that might have a distasteful meaning to it. An example that I could come up with is, when you describe old people, you use the term senior citizen, right? So the term senior citizen is a euphemism for referring to old people. Caliban in the Tempest is an anagram of. So what's an anagram? Anagram is basically if you switch the word Caliban, if you reverse the order, you would get something. So Caliban in Tempest is not actually an anagram of something. However, you can go by the term cannibal, but again, the spellings are wrong. So the best option should be none of the above. Turning and turning in the widening gyre. I'm quoting. Turning and turning in the widening gyre. The falcon cannot hear the falconer. Things fall apart. The center cannot hold. Mere anarchy is loosed upon the world. These lines have been taken from which of the following poems written by W.B. Yeats? What rough creature, its hour come around at last, louches towards Bethlehem to be born. Yes, it's none other than The Second Coming by W.B. Yeats. Who introduced the touchstone method in poetry? It's Matthew Arnold. Option B. Rushdie. Salman Rushdie won the Booker of Booker in 1993 for which work? Midnight's Children. It has also won Booker and later went on to win the Booker's Booker too. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, Midnight's Children.